My analytics tell me that 95% of people watching my videos are not subscribed. Come on guys, help me, motivate me, hit that subscribe button. Hello guys, I'm Nona Prince and today I'll be reviewing the movie Sye Raa Narasimha Reddy, starring the megastar Chiranjeevi and big names from every other industry. First thing, this is an all-out commercial action film. The objective of this film is not being nuanced, being subtle. So people complaining about that does not make any sense. Their aim was to make a full-on commercial, loud action drama film. And they did that. At so many places I got goosebumps, I got emotional, I felt what was happening on the screen. It's a movie and not a film. This is not the movie which goes to Oscar. This doesn't come in the criteria of Super Deluxe, Game Over and movies like that. These films tell us an untold story, entertain us and give us a cinematic experience and nothing more. With simplistic storytelling. Characters are very one tone, they are good or they are evil. So let's get into the details, and again, spoiler alert, there will be full blown spoilers for this movie. First of all, let's talk about all the good. Production design and costume. Oh my god. Many times these things are overlooked, but in this film, the castles, the costumes, the places, the sets, everything looked fantastic, felt authentic. From big things to smaller details, everything was top notch. So kudos to the production design team and the costume department. So I don't really like when people just break into songs and dance in the film, but here it happened twice. The first one felt awkward, but the choreography of that song with the camera movement was amazing. I loved it. And the second song, of course, with Tamanna's character Lakshmi, that was really innovative and really done well. So for the first time, the songs stand out for me. I think this was clear from the trailer itself. The cinematography, amazing job done. You are transported to the era, you feel it, you can see the texture of it. The camera captures the grandness of the film. Music, of course, an essential part of the film. It was really good, it was loud, it was motivating, it was inspirational. Really never felt that the music was too much or too less. VFX was good too, and if you want to know what is good VFX, check out my video. Only thing I didn't like was the CG babies. Now let's come to action sequences, the most standout thing from this film. There were three major action sequences and little bit smaller ones. But the major ones were when he single-handedly kills all the British guys, then we get another fight scene. Brilliantly done. The second one is the first war when he's in the castle and they are fighting. And the third one, the ending war sequence. Now if you notice, all three sequences are very different. They are choreographed and styled very differently. The first one, he's alone. He's doing acrobatics, he's fighting, he's going through the walls. The camera movement is according to that. Then we come to the castle action scene when British attacks the castle, and the plans they make to defend the castle, the things they do, very well planned. I loved that scene, that there was story going on. It was not just killing people then they are coming in and done. There was story, there was a progression in the sequence. The war sequence from Lord of the Rings is considered to be the best war sequence on cinema, on screen, and there are thousands of videos why it is that, so go check them out. And this scene really follows that. And the scene ended with very different visual style. It really looked like a graphic novel came into motion. Very different. Some people would complain the action is not consistent throughout the film, but this is a commercial film. This is an Indian film and we can do that. That's the beauty Indian cinema has. And it keeps it fresh. It doesn't become monotonous. And at the end, the war sequence. Oh my god. I never thought I would say this, but I think this was better than Bahubali's action sequence. It surpasses it and again puts a benchmark of how a war sequence should be. Also, the technology has improved, the money has improved. Bahubali came out in 2015, the first one, which had that major battle sequence. So, of course, it's 4 years, the technology has improved. But again, it did surpass Bahubali for me. One sequence I really loved and I heard many people really liked was when Tamanna's character Lakshmi sacrifices herself and kills all the 300 men on that thing, whatever it was floating on the water. It was just brilliant. It had an impact and it was just beautiful. It did give me goosebumps and it was a powerful moment, and I don't think any women portrayed on screen had such a powerful moment for me, at least what I have seen. Okay, so before talking about the acting and performances, let's talk about some things I didn't like. So the first problem with every major movie I see from South India, be it Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, too many characters. too much unnecessary plot, too much baggage, which leads the movie to be so long. If the audience turn to their watch to see the time, something is wrong. It's like when you're watching a film on your computer and you just move the mouse to see how much the movie's left. It tells you that you're getting bored and the story is not going anywhere and it's being dragged. And that happened because there were so many things going on. There's so many characters, so much plot, which could have been cut down, and the film could have been crisper and focused on one thing. I found the dialogues were okay. I understand it's a commercial film, I know, but dialogues felt too preachy. It didn't feel like they were coming from a character. It felt like they were coming directly to the audience. See, this is how you do things. This is how you fight for your country. You do this for your country. Like, I understand he's telling the other characters in the film, but it's coming out as if it's too preachy for the audience. It doesn't feel fresh. I said in the beginning, simplistic. The film is very simplistic. The writing is very simplistic. It's a complicated thing because the film is so humongous. It's very difficult, first of all, to make a film. It's achievement if you can make a film, if you can make a watchable film at the end of the process, because it's just chaos. Okay, if you can make a watchable film, that's the, like, you have reached a level. Then to make a successful film, make a entertaining film, it's another level of perfection. So making this big film, the process is only so complicated. Over that, putting a very complicated and non-linear story makes it more difficult. So I understand why one can feel the story is very simplistic. But again, as a film goer, as a cinephile, whatever you call me, I should never settle for okay or good or simple. If I am like, yeah, whatever you did was great, that's not a motivation for the person to make something better. So I have to point it out, it was simplistic, and that is a drawback for the film. Nothing to take away from the creators. Making this film is a great achievement, but I have to say that. So next time you put more efforts and make a better film. Let's talk about the ending scene of the film. I thought the movie will end when he's hanged. It was a very similar kind of scene how Mangal Pandey ended. Then that twist came that he jumped over and came out of this and then killed that guy and got beheaded. That scene of his head being replaced by a son. It is amazing. It gives you goosebumps. But I felt it was done. It should have not been done. At that moment I did feel that, but it's okay. They can do whatever they want. They are the makers of the film. But it felt little overboard. I don't know. I still have mixed feelings about it. Okay, let's talk about Megastar Chiranjeevi. This is my first film of his, and he carries the film. Of course, he's the main character, but he does carry the film. It is him, his persona that he brings to the screen, and leaves an impression on you. At the end, you feel that he is Narasimha Reddy. Be it emotional scenes. One scene particularly was when he finds out that he was already married and he's thinking about Tamanna's character, and he didn't do anything. He was just looking somewhere and his eyes, that gives you everything. Like, you don't need dialogues to understand what's happening in them. Just his expression, just the way his eyes move, that's enough to understand what's happening. That's a great characteristic an actor can have. Kicha Sudeep, he stood out for me. His character was very different. It felt very fresh, and the way he portrayed it also was really cool. He had a swag to him. That too, standing in front of Megastar Chiranjeevi, he really stood out, and that's a big compliment, I think. Jagapati Babu, the villain in every film. I'm sure in this film is like, listen to the script and, oh, I'm hero, I'll not do this film. Make me villain. And like the director is like, okay, I'll make you villain and then again I'll make you good. Like that twist literally felt like that. He cannot be a good guy. He wants to be evil guy in every film. Please be a good guy. So guys, that's it. That's the end of my review. Really enjoyed this film in the theaters. If you haven't seen it, I don't know why you're watching this video. There were so many spoilers. But I would say it will come on Amazon Prime, but the best way to experience this movie is in the theaters. Go watch it. The dubbing of the film, I remember from the trailer, I felt it was not that good. And the theater, many places were not good, but once you get engrossed in the story and the characters, you don't pay attention to that. As I said in my trailer reactions, that my objective watching this film is to know the untold story, to what happened that I didn't know about our freedom struggle. And it totally fulfilled that. So guys, thank you for watching this video. If you like this, thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. No problems at all. If you're new to the channel, check out other videos, and if you like them, do consider subscribing. My analytics tell me that 95% of people watching my videos are not subscribed. Come on guys, help me, motivate me, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. See you later.